It used to be that you had to go to a Dionysian orgy in order to get all the stimulation. Today you don't have to do a whole lot more than turn on the television set.
Never in human history has a culture jettisoned its predominant value system more than we did in the late 60s.
Some singles are now choosing a lifestyle with no premarital relations because of AIDS and other diseases. But this is not true of teenagers.
And we'll see more expressions of various kinds of perversions and sexual disorders. So much so that I would think that clinics for these disorders will be as common as fast food restaurants in our society today.
Finally, by the time the kids got into high school, by the time the oldest two were in high school, we moved the television down to the garage where there was no reception, and basically all they could do was watch videos, which we had to supervise when they rented them. And by that time, they had had so many years of our resistance that they gave up.
Look at the music business with the astonishing elevation of the unrelieved hideousness of rap music into some kind of, quote, art form.
I would not give a child a radio of their own until they were probably a junior in high school.
How can the family defend itself from federal, state, court, and educational forces assaulting moral values?
I'm not one of those people who thinks that you can insulate your children and create an artificial hothouse environment for them their whole lives.
We firmly believe that we're involved now in one of the most incredible cultural wars that has ever occurred in Western civilization.
Do you remember what we meant by in the closet? It really meant that in 1960, people discouraged homosexuality. It was a matter of some shame, certainly of some embarrassment. In 1990, in the 1990s, one of the most aggressive social, political movement in the country is the gay rights movement. I can tell you, friends, that in Washington, D.C., they have dozens of attorneys working for them.
Somebody somewhere decides for you and me that our 13-year-old girl, not ours, but anybody's, 13-year-old girl can be sent off to school in most states in this nation, and you think she stays there during the day, but during the day she goes and tells a counselor that she is pregnant. There she is, she's telling somebody at school that she's pregnant. It is legal in most states for the school district to transport that child to the abortionist, where she undergoes a surgical procedure that she will certainly remember for the rest of her life. And she comes home that night, and you as the parent not only were not asked how you felt about that, you're not even permitted to know about that. Are you all aware of how sex education functions and works?
Enjoy sex with whomever and whenever you wish, but wear a condom.
You might compare any negative responses concerning the difficulty of accepting same-sex lovemaking with the difficulty some people experience in watching a birth film the first time. It is a natural part of life, but we aren't used to seeing it. It may take some time to appreciate and enjoy the beauty of the experience. Now, if those are the instructions to the teacher about how to make the class accept homosexual lovemaking through the use of explicit films, I mean, it's like watching pornography in the classroom, with a very consistent values message that this is good, this is something you should accept, this is beautiful, there's something wrong with you if you don't think it's beautiful.